It's been literally a month since I've said anything Gunpla related, simply because my main build is taking a small lifetime. But this morning, or afternoon, who knows what time it was, Bandai Hobby released another video on the MGEX. Let's watch a little bit of it, shall we? And that's basically the same thing they said last time. Like, the new stuff comes in the middle of the video. Action internal structure. The head has 3 movable axes. Actually cool. I do like that. It's very seamless. The question is, will it actually function that well? Or will it be like a good wrist component, but you can't really fiddle with it too much or you'll break it? Much like the MGEX Gundam 2.0. The third-party market has been doing stuff like this for a long time, and Bandai is finally just catching on. So I have to be honest. I can't be like, whoa, they just woke up and had great ideas. They're like, oh, good Lord. These Chinese companies are doing stuff we should have did 10 years ago. And like, hey, look, you can do this cool kneeling down pose, which is a good thing to have if you ever do like a diorama. Then having a kneeling down pose with the pilot in the hand could be sick as hell. But for everyone else, I guess like a guy like me, this kid will probably be painted, put up on a stand, and sit in a glass shelf for months on end until I give it away or sell it. Patch gimmicks and how amazing that seemed and felt. It's still one of the sickest MGs ever. It's one of the best, without a shadow of a doubt. And it's nice to see it here. I look forward to this. It looks like a good kit. That's pretty cool. The gold frame parts are under the plastic pieces, so there's like no sort of blank plastic like old kits used to have. There's some sort of detail there that would make you believe that this is some sort of robotic piece. You know how like the PGX here has like weak shoulders? Then you have to rely on third-party companies to put out metal structure, inner frame parts. So this will either be great or a hot mess. So we'll find out. Oh, the ankle pivoting R-ring. But the sad thing about filaments are they get really hot, so you probably couldn't use that anyway. It would just melt the plastic over time. Like you could show it off for maybe a whole 3 minutes at best. Anyway, this is coming out, I think, in November, and it's going to be 140 bucks. Actually, no, the exchange rate for the yen has gotten real low. So yen is even less than it was before. So this kit is probably kissing around $127. All right, not bad. I mean, what else have we got going on? We're going to go to Dengeki Hobby. Ooh, yum, yum. My favorite, Daddy. Give me that plastic crack. Oh, wait. We're thinking Char's counterattack. I'm sitting here thinking it was on that other thing that I can't even remember the name of. Oh, well, who cares? They got a booster bed for it. So, honestly, cool beans. A smart move to make it high grade considering there isn't much meat on the bone. And it can be connected to the RE... No, wait, that's not an RE booster bed. That's the... It connects to the base jabber. That's what it is. My brain completely fried on what the hell you call that thing. Because you don't see base jabbers that much anymore. In fact, you don't really see any model kits much anymore. Everything's so hard to get a hold of these days. The RE God Gundam expansion set. It's got Fushinki, I believe. Fusaiki. You know, Master Asia's horse. Is that also an RE or is it like an HG? I don't know. They're not really telling. I'm going to guess it's an HG. It says, well, I can't read that. You know the God Gundam's an RE, but I guess all the extra stuff is a separate thing, which frankly, cool beans. And now that you know that this exists, they're definitely going to do a Master Asia. There's got to be a Master Gundam now. You can't have Fushiki or Fusaiki. Good Lord. I'm not Japanese. Eat me. And not have Master Gundam. They show off a bit more of the kit. Looking pretty good. You know, it's a real shame this isn't a master grade size. Like, for real. Between you and me, the fact that, like, this exists and it's an RE is a shame. This should have been a master grade. Call it, like, the 2.0, 3.0. Call it the rebirth. Who cares? Make an excuse. The MG, God Gundam, and Master Gundam both pretty much suck by today's standards. They didn't age well. And you look at this RE and you're like, good Lord, it's so much better by leaps and bounds. It gives you a better look at what the suit actually looks like. And this is important because now we stare reality in the face. And it does have the swirly gold. Mother of God, help me. The swirly gold plastic in that puke yellow color. That is a big letdown from like the 3D images. So basically, if you want this to look good, you gotta paint it. It has to be painted. There's no way around it. Like some of these parts you could probably get away with, but that puke yellow, man, it's gotta go. And if I'm going to paint this, which I will, I'm probably going to use Born Paint. Let's see if I can make it work. Good God. I guess, you know, it was too much to ask. He's sitting there like, oh man, it looks good. It doesn't look like that crappy gold, and you're ignoring you're watching a 3D rendering of something. Since I like Gundam Guys and Gundam Girls Generations, Madhouse has shown off the Shirako and Emma Sheen, I believe, or Emma Shear. I can't remember her name. Basically, it's from Zeta. Looks pretty good. I'm going to buy this. I'm not even going to bother lying to you. I'm not going to go maybe. No, I'm definitely going to buy this. Too bad I'll never get... Wait, I do have a PG-sized O. So I could build that and put him next to it. Sweet. Okay, problem solved. And we've got Emma Shear, Emma Sheen. Shoot me if you want. I can't remember her name. Looks pretty good. I'm 100% sure the base is going to be the standard clear base. Whoa, hold on. I know what you're thinking. Gundam, please tell me that there will be more F90 expansion packs. And guess what, little dude? There's going to be another one. You can rest easy. It's coming. You know something? I was sitting there and I was like, why is Bandai doing this? No one's really going to buy it. And I was wrong. I was on Twitter, and this Japanese dude, because I'm also linked to Japanese Twitter, he has every single weapons pack and an extra F90 to go with it. Dude, that must have been like from A to Z. I don't even want to know how much it cost, but you know that's well over $1,000 he spent making that a reality. Am I right? I don't even remember the price of the expansion packs. I don't even remember the price of the damn F90 itself. Okay, so let's say he actually got them at retail. And A to Z, so that's 26 packs. So that's 50 times 26. So he spent $1,300 on the F90s alone. I'm not even going to bother figuring out how much the expansion packs are. So that's dedication. People sit there and go, you're dedicated to Gunpla. Like, I'm not dedicated like that. I'm not going to buy every F90 just so I could have every F90 pack. The hell with that. A few shots of the Witch of Mercury HG. You know, maybe after I watch the show, the design will grow on me like the Barbatos, I guess. So far, I'm kind of like neutral on it. I'm like, okay. It's like Cruise Island, Kukro's, Dozan's Island, something like that. With the slightly goofy Zaku design that was in homage to the original one that was in the anime. For having the really long face. Actually, the HD looks pretty good. Does the blast actually come in that color? I'm pretty sure it does. But the weathering on the feet, is that a feature? If it is, I would say I'm impressed with that. But the probability is slim. They probably pulled out some Mr. Weather's color and just dabbed it on there and then removed it with a piece of paper. And basically, they're reselling you the Gundam Origins Gundam in a special box. Is this P-BANDAI? Of course. Good lord. Really, Bandai? Everything is P-BANDAI. I guess Bandai's maximizing profit, you know. A few shots of the HG Shenlong. I think that's coming out at the end of the month. And good on Bandai for finally putting out these HG kits like 30 years after Gundam Wing came out. But Gundam Wing is still huge in America to this day, surprisingly. Let's do something we all care about. Model kits coming out. And apparently, Char's Gelgoog version 2.0 is coming to P-BANDAI store. When? It doesn't say. So if you are looking for one, that's probably your best bet to get one in America. And you'll probably be able to get one. I don't think scalpers would buy this to resell it. Like, scalpers really focus on, like, newer kits. Also, the MG gun cannon, which I'm in the market for, is going to be reprinted on P-BANDAI. So maybe I'll get one there. Save a whole shit ton of money. Thanks, Bandai. Maybe you want your kids to get into Gundam, or maybe the kids are really into Gundam. So much so that they want to take bubble baths with Gundams. Well, here's your shot. Gundam bubble bath soap. I don't know. It's Japanese, so I guess it makes sense there.
Right.
Maybe you want a Neo Zeong, but you don't want to pay $1,000 for it. And I hear you. $1,000 for the Neo Zeong HG? You could eat my whole asshole. Well, anyway, P-BANDAI is going to re-release the Neo Zeong full frontal version. I'm pretty sure. Didn't I just say pre-Bandai? I'm pretty sure that's where it's going to be. Let me double check here. I hit the wrong thing. Somebody's goddamn. Well, if we're lucky, it won't be P-BANDAI. Hopefully it won't be. Because if it's not, then you have a shot at buying one from, New Type HQ or something. Or pre-ordering one. If it is on pre-Bandai, you already know how this is going to go for many of us. You're going to have to decide whether you want the Neo Zeong the most, or if you want to get the Halo effect. But the Halo effect is useless without the Neo Zeong. Well, anyway, the Halo effect is also up for sale. Well, it's going to be reissued. When? They're not telling us. Price? They're not telling us. Where? They're not telling us. So good luck finding it. Oh, hold on. Metal Spirits is going to add the Gundam Death Scythe Hell to their lineup. So I'm pretty sure that'll sell well. People seem to love these things. And they only give you like a teaser shot of it, reminiscent of the anime when the Gundam Death Scythe Hell finally shows up for the first time. Oh, it'll be fully revealed on the 12th. Wait, that's today. Well, let's go see if we can find it. Nope, nothing. I guess it'll be released later in the day. I think it's noon in Japan. Oh well. Bandai has released some photos for the MG 1/100 scale. Obviously, it's an MG. Jin Gladiator. This is basically, most likely, an antagonist for the new Gundam Eclipse. It's just a variant of the Jin. I'm not really feeling this design. It looks very back-heavy. Can this thing actually stand on its own? I would think so. I don't know. Bandai specializes in sometimes showing images of a kit. And like, oh yeah, it totally stands on its own. And then you get the kit and the thing just keeps toppling over. Well, I'm not even going to talk about the release info of the Gundam RX-93 Double F New Gundam. Apparently, from what I'm hearing in Japan, scalpers are literally trying to sell it for $200 in RG. That's how bad things have gotten. Well, I'm glad I could leave you with that little nugget of goodness. Am I right? Don't you feel better about the day? Probably not. From what I understand, they will be coming to America, so most likely P-BANDAI is where you'll be able to fight for one, and hope to God scalpers don't get them before you, because that's the world we now live in. You people did this. It wasn't me. It was all you little farts out there sitting there going, I hope Gundam becomes more popular in America. And now we've got scalpers all over it. That's what popularity gets you. All the butt nuggets trying to get over on you. As if life isn't lousy enough. You can't even sniff your plastic crack in peace anymore.